Hey, you all resilient champions, welcome. You are welcome. We are going to hype again. Thank you all. Hey, Lala, you're welcome. Welcome in, Queen. Welcome in to all the people who are in the background, who are in the bushes. Hey, Queen, welcome, beautiful. I am so delighted to welcome all of you today. We are going to hype again. It's going to be a beautiful day. We already started and looking forward to having a very, very productive day in the company of the best of the best. You are all the best. We are the best community on YT. I am proud to belong. I am honored to belong. And it's always a pleasure to be serving. Hey, Karel, you are welcome. Thank you, Queen. I am so happy. And I hope that you are ready. You are ready, I know. Hey, happy Mark, welcome. Thank you so much, everybody. I am so blessed. I am so happy to have you all. I am so really honored. It's always an honor to have you all and to be part of the hypathon. So today we are going to hype again. We are going to hype again, and we are going to have a lot of amazing experiences, sharing opportunity, and just be happy to be here and to serve. Hey, Big Rooster, welcome. I am so blessed to have you all. It's always a pleasure. Hey, Queen, you are welcome. It's always a pleasure to be part of the Hyperton, to be part of service. And I want to thank you all for the support, for the love. Hey, Miss V, welcome. I know that when this chat starts going, I'm just going to be putting everybody's name. And if I don't call you out, please chat it to my head and not to my heart. I love you all, and I am so blessed and so happy and so grateful to be part of the Hyperton, be part of this amazing community of people building each other up. And it's going to be a very interesting day today, because all day we are going to have a lot of content creators sharing their experiences and just doing what they do best. So I want to really thank you and express my gratitude to be part of this amazing community. Now the chat is going so fast, I can't call everybody by name, but you are all loved. You are all welcome. I love you all, and I appreciate your love and support. Hey, fam, you are so welcome, and thank you that even today, a difficult day like today, you are still showing up for the people. Thank you, Anjay, and I'm really so grateful for your service, for your sacrifice, and for everything. Thank you so much. Yankee sister, you're welcome. So I'm not going to really be calling everybody by name, because I am afraid I'm going to miss out on so many people. And like I said, please charge it to my head. I love you all and I appreciate you all. So we are going to hype again. And we are hyping today with the topic practice self acceptance. And we are going to dwell on be yourself, embrace yourself, and we're going to share on the power of self acceptance. And self acceptance is so important in the personal development journey. You know, in this channel, we are all resilient champions, and we are on a personal development journey, because why? That is the foundation for anything that we do. Our personal development lays the solid foundation for sustainable growth, for sustainable success, for sustainable everything that we are doing. Personal development is the start point, and that's why it is so important for us. And that's why we can't get tired of talking about it. And what is self acceptance? We begin from there. Self acceptance simply means acknowledging and embracing one's unique qualities, your true self, including both your strengths, your weaknesses, your challenges, everything about you, you accept and embrace it without judgment or criticism. And self acceptance means you acknowledge the value you bring. It is about recognizing that no one is perfect. And we are always saying, let me say, like unbiased, did you see my shirt? Did you see my shirt? I am a work in progress. So we are all a work in progress. And that's why we have to accept ourselves the way we are. And to be able to grow into the person you want to become, you have to start by fully accepting yourself as you are and unconditionally loving yourself, loving who you are, and in a nutshell, accepting who you are in the present moment. That is the most kind thing that you can do to yourself, to accept who you are in the present moment, which means at every moment of your life, you have to accept who you are. And when you accept who you are now open for growth because you accept you the way you are, and then you can put in the cherry, you can put in the mayonnaise, you can put in the ketchup, you can put in all those ingredients that will make you a better person. And when we say accepting yourself, it means it is a lifestyle, it is a journey, it's not a destination. Not say, okay, I accept myself today, and then tomorrow you say, oh, you start criticizing yourself. If I was a little slimmer, if I was a little taller, if I was a little lighter, if I was a little dark skinned, or all the things that we always think that if we were, if we were, if we were. Meanwhile, we have everything in our uniqueness. We are blessed, and like they say, we are so blessed to be stressed. Yes, Yankee sister, finding and using the precious gifts that God has adorned for you. Absolutely true. And what are the benefits of embracing yourself? What are the benefits? Because sometimes we always want to ask ourselves, what do I gain? Even if you're doing it for yourself, what do I gain? And we are saying self-acceptance is to stay honest with yourself and accept you the way you are, and just accept the gifts, accept the things that God has given you, accept your weaknesses, your strengths, your challenges. You are accepting everything. So, what are some of the benefits of practicing self-acceptance? They abound, but we are going to just share a few because every day we see new benefits, new opportunities, and then we have to be ready, stay ready to seize every new opportunity. So, what are some of the benefits of practicing self-acceptance? Increased self-esteem. When you accept yourself for who you are more likely to feel good about yourself and have a positive self-image. You know the importance of having a positive self-image. When you have a positive image about yourself, It allows you to let go of any negative thoughts or feelings, and you have a more positive outlook on life, which can greatly improve your mental and emotional health. And self-esteem is a big booster for self-confidence, which greatly enhances a successful life, be it in your personal life, in your relationships, or in your workplace. So when you accept yourself, you increase your self-esteem. You interact with people without any complexes, especially without any inferiority complex. Because why? You know that you bring value wherever you go, because you are unique, and your uniqueness is your brand, and your brand is what brings value. Also, when you accept yourself, it provides you a sense of freedom. It allows you to be yourself without worrying about the opinions of others, without worrying about what will people say. If I leave my hair gray, what will people say? If I don't paint my lips, what will people say? If I don't do this, what will people say? So you live on what will people say instead of what you really want. And so when you accept yourself, it provides you that sense of freedom, because why? You embrace and you allow yourself to become your best version without being afraid to try new things, without being afraid to just do you. It You free yourself from self-judgment. When you accept who you are, you stop comparing yourself with others and start accepting your unique strengths and weaknesses. And we have always said that accept your strengths and do the things that you are good at, and identify your weaknesses so you will know where to ask for help. And we always insist and remind ourselves that it is okay to ask for help. When you accept yourself, you have that freedom from self-judgment, which allows you to move forward with confidence and authenticity without being held back by the fear of judgment. You don't fear that people will judge you, because you know that what? You are a work in progress. And so you can try new things, you can fail, and you can always fail like 9 times, but you get up 10 times. When you accept yourself, you are free from external validation, because whether we like it or not, we really overly rely on external validation to feel good about ourselves, which is not supposed to be the case. And that is why we don't have to give away our power. Self-acceptance frees you from this need for validation and allows you to define your own worth and value, which enables you to pursue your passions and goals without fear of failure or rejection. Because why? You know that you can make so many mistakes, you can fail so many times, but you are always hitting that reset button to give yourself 1,000 more second chances. When you accept yourself, it provides you the freedom to be yourself. It provides you the freedom to be who you truly are. You are just authentic, in alignment with your beliefs and values, without thinking and without fear. You are you, and you are just happy being you and serving. And this sense of freedom can lead to better happiness, fulfillment, and overall well-being. I'm telling you, when you have the freedom of just knowing that I accept who I am happy with who I am, you are so open for growth. And sometimes you are so focused on what people will say, and you miss out on the things that you're supposed to be doing to grow. Another benefit of self acceptance it leads to better relationships. When you accept yourself, you are more likely to accept others for who they are. And when you accept yourself, you are more likely to be accepting of other people's differences. So you are not judging anybody. People are free to be who they are, and they are free to be what they want to be. So when you are having in your relationships, you are not looking at what is the person, how is the person, or whatever, but you have a free mind, and you are giving them that freedom too, for accepting them for who they are. And then you are less judgmental, you are less critical, and this leads to better relationships with your family, with your friends, and with your co-workers. Thank you so much, Big Rooster. I see you, Big Rooster. I see you. Thank you so much. I am so grateful. I'll do the dance for you at the end. I'll do a big dance for you. You deserve it. And when you are talking about relationships, you know that there are some people who come to your life and they make things better for you. Yes, Yankee Sister says, when you accept, you become one with what God has prepared for your original work in life. Absolutely. And it is your job to find that thing that you're supposed to be doing and serving people with. Another benefit, and there are so many benefits of self acceptance, improved mental health. Self acceptance can lead to improved mental health in the sense that it reduces anxiety, depression, stress. And when you accept yourself, you are less likely to engage in negative self talk or in self destructive behaviors, because you accept the way you are, you celebrate you, and you are happy with you. And that gives you a whole lot of laxity, happiness, freedom. You're just doing the things that make you happy, and the things that make you happy most often are the things that make you grow. So I want to acknowledge everybody who is coming in. Please, I love you all. Thank you for the love and support. And if I don't call your name personally, I see all of you and I greatly appreciate you. And even those who are in the bushes, thank you so much, because I know that we are together. And thank you so much for everything, for being in the bushes and still supporting. And I also want to thank those silent voices and hidden faces who are always supporting. They are never coming to the forefront, but they are the backbone of this community. Thank you so much for your service. When you accept yourself, it creates greater resilience. Because why? Because you can lead, you are more likely to bounce back from setbacks and challenges, which can lead to greater success. You accept yourself, it means you are ready to grow. Because we said, when you accept yourself, you accept your weaknesses and your strengths. You don't accept only your strength, you accept your weaknesses. And then, even accepting your strengths, you know that you can use them, and you know that you are a strong person. And that's how you grow your resilience, because you know that you will always survive. No matter what happens, you will find a way, or you will ask for help, or you will make it. Remember the times that you overcome things that you did not even imagine that you could overcome, but you did. Because why? Because you are a resilient champion, and you are so celebrated. Increased happiness. Self acceptance can lead to increased happiness and a more fulfilling life. Because why? You are more likely to pursue your passions and live a life that is true to who you are. So you have accepted yourself. You are living your own true life. You are not living in the image of other people. You are not competing with anybody. You just want to be a better person than you were the day before. For every new day, you want to be a better person than the person that you were before. Because why? Because you accept you, you are proud of you. Most often, people say, I have an accent. Who doesn't have an accent? But that's my super brand and that's my superpower. My accent is my superpower. My accent is my superpower. Even people would call you every type of thing, but once you know who you are, those names don't matter. Because why? You know who you are. And accepting yourself is another way of saying, I know who I am. And when we are talking about the importance of accepting yourself, we'll be wondering, but how do we practice self acceptance? How do we practice self acceptance? That's the question that comes in mind. And we will say that practicing self acceptance can be a challenging journey. Remember, we said it is a journey and not a destination. It is a journey, but it is a vital step towards self love and inner peace. So, when you accept yourself, you are on your journey. Journey means everyday things ongoing. So, it's not you don't go and reach like in the evening, today has closed. No, it is ongoing and it is your lifestyle. So, you do it daily. And how do you practice self acceptance? We will share a few of them. And I know that you already are practicing a few of them. Cultivate self awareness. Start by becoming aware of your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Observe how you treat yourself when things don't go as planned. Remember, we always say that sometimes when things are not going the way we want, it doesn't mean they are not going the right way. Because God sees all the things and plans that we have. He has his own plan. We have our own plan. And then sometimes, like for those of us who pray, you pray about something, it doesn't happen the way you wanted. And then you start asking yourself and you start being discouraged. But we always have to remember that sometimes, even when things are not going the way we want, it does not mean they are not going the right way. And so, one of the ways you can practice self acceptance is to cultivate self awareness. And we said, observe how you treat yourself when things don't go as planned. And by being mindful of your inner dialogue, you can identify negative self talk and replace it with positive affirmations. And when you are cultivating self awareness, you have to be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself. When things don't go as planned, it's easy to blame yourself or to feel like a failure. So instead of feeling that way, practice self compassion and remind yourself always that setbacks happen to everyone. Treat yourself the way you would treat a friend who is going through a tough time. Because why? Most often, when we are going through a tough time, we blame ourselves, we criticize ourselves, we treat ourselves as failures. But if you were a friend or a relative that is going through a tough time, we are there to encourage them, we are there to motivate them, and we are there to give them all the kind words. So start by being kind to yourself. Kindness has to start with you. You have to start by being kind to yourself. Treat yourself the way you would treat a friend. And like we have said already, you are your own best friend. So start by treating yourself as you treat your best friends. And you are your own priority. You are top on your own list. Like we said, when you are counting beautiful things, amazing things, count you first. Even count you twice. So, in cultivating self awareness, you have to thank you. Thank you all. I greatly appreciate you all. So, you have to practice to being kind to yourself. You have to take breaks when it's necessary. Sometimes we just keep going, and we get overwhelmed and we get so worn out. And we think that, oh, I'm not productive. Meanwhile, breaks are necessary. Sometimes you need to step back and take a break when things don't go as planned. This could mean taking a walk, listening to music, or doing something else rather than work. Just do something different from what you're doing and you're not getting the result. Taking a break and help you clear your mind and come back to the situation with a fresh perspective. You can take a break, you can even talk with someone, you can do something different, just disconnect, like they will always say, disconnect, and then you come back with a new perspective, with new mindset. Another way to cultivate self-awareness: learn from experiences. When things don't go as planned, it is an opportunity to learn and grow, not always a time to blame yourself and think that you have failed. It is an opportunity to learn and grow. Take the time to reflect on what happened and consider what you could do differently next time. So, we are trying to see how we react when things don't go as planned. And we are saying, when things don't go as planned, be kind to yourself. Take a break. Learn from the mistakes. Learn from the experience. Learn from the challenge. So you are learning, you are taking time to reflect on what happened. What did I not do well? Or how did I do it? How can I do it next time? And this can help you avoid making the same mistake in the future, which also builds your resilience in the face of adversity. That is part of building your resilience. So we are learning how to practice self-acceptance. And the first thing that we have to be doing, cultivate self-awareness. And we can cultivate self-awareness by being kind to ourselves, by taking a break, by learning and looking for the lessons, and by doing so many other things. So we are just giving a few, and you can continue working on the rest, because why? We are a work in progress, and there is always time, there's always room for improvement. The second way you can practice self-acceptance is practice self-compassion. We've already talked about practicing self-compassion. And practicing self-compassion means you are treating yourself with kindness and empathy. You are taking care of yourself. You acknowledge that you are a human and that it is okay to make mistakes. And when you feel self-critical, remind yourself that everyone has flaws and that it is part of being human. We all have scars, like we said. Some of the scars are big, some are small, some of the scars are physical, some are emotional. So everyone has scars. But the difference in how is in how we deal with our scars. And so when you are practicing self-acceptance, you are practicing self-compassion. And practicing self-compassion is an essential part of self-care because it involves treating yourself with kindness, understanding, acceptance, especially in difficult moments, or especially during those moments that things do not go the way we planned. For example, how do you start mindful self-awareness? You have to be mindful of your thoughts, your feelings, and your emotions. You have to acknowledge your feelings and accept them without judgment. It is okay to fail because we are normal and because perfection is only of God. We are not perfect. And that's why most of the successful people, they have failed so many times. But you know why they succeeded? They kept using the lessons from the past experiences to build back better. Remember our Build Back Better challenge? We are always in the business of building back better because we are using lessons from our experiences to build back better. And that's why we have to be mindful, practice mindful self awareness, acknowledge your feelings, identify the feelings, and then you can start to respond. When you identify the feelings that you have and what is causing them, you can now start to look for a solution. Like they say, you have to diagnose your illness, and that is what will help you to know the kind of medication that you have to take. And you cannot diagnose without mindful self awareness. Another way is positive self talk. Because self compassion is to use positive self talk, which helps you to refrain from negative thoughts and you replace them with positive ones. So instead of saying, I'm not good enough, think about saying, I'm doing my best, and that is enough. I am doing my best, and that is enough. Because why? I am a work in progress. And so you are not striving to be perfect, you are striving to be better. Like we say, perfection is only of the gods. But we can be better. We are striving to be a better person every new day than the person that we were the day before. And that's why positive self talk is a crucial part of practicing self compassion. Another crucial thing when you are practicing self compassion, take care of yourself. Taking care of yourself physically, emotionally, and mentally. And so look for self-care activities. They are not complicated things. It's not like you have to go pay to watch a film or whatever. You just can decide to get some good sleep, eat some nutritious food, exercise regularly, and take time for yourself to relax and unwind. And talking about nutritious food, I am so proud of all the community members who have become gardeners and who are learning how to plant and how to grow things, because most people, they just see things in the shops. They don't know how they grow, how the planting uh, cycle goes, and how much patience and nurturing you take to grow something. So shout out to all the aspiring gardeners in the house. I am so proud of you because learning to plant something and see it grow until you harvest it and eat it is an amazing experience of self accomplishment. I'm telling you, this is a testimony that you can do it and that you can succeed at something. So shout out to all the new gardeners in the community. You are doing so well. And shout out to all the community members who do not relent their efforts to help everyone that is trying to do something, and they are always there to give a hand. So I am so proud of my community. Yes, Yankee sister, I am so proud also how many have stepped out on faith to learn gardening. Absolutely. I'm telling you, it's so, like, I come from farming generations and we have always farmed. Like I told you, we farm not only food crops but also cash crops like coffee, cocoa, bananas, and all of those things. I know what it means. I know what farming means, and I know what it means for people who have never seen anything grow, who have the experience of planting something, nurturing it, seeing it grow, and really, like, that you the way you treat those plants with care, with compassion, with empathy, and put that same treatment on yourself. Like, when look at the way the plants blossom and flourish when you nurture them. That's the same image that you think about you when you put in the work on you and nurture you. Imagine how much you will flourish. So think about it, and then imagine you from that seed that you planted, you weeding, you not mulching, and you pruning and all of that till the day you harvest. Imagine if you put in that same work on you, how much blossom and abundance will you have at the end of the season? So it's a lifestyle. Practice self-compassion and improve your overall well-being, and learn to treat yourself with the kindness and understanding that you deserve. Absolutely, Yankee sister, I totally agree with you. So another way of practicing self-compassion, we said, let go of perfectionism. Accept that you don't have to be perfect to be worthy of love and respect. You don't have to be perfect, but you have to be good, and you have to be willing to improve. And that's why they always say, like in relationships, you don't look for the perfect person, you look for the person who is willing to learn and grow with you, because you are growing together. And so you can strive for excellence, but don't let the pursuit of perfectionism hold you back from living the life to the fullest. I know that I am a recovering perfectionist. I used to think that everything has to be perfect, everything has to fall in place. But sometimes life is not one plus one, two. Like we say, life is what happens when we are busy making plans. When we make plans about life, it's a straight line. But when life start happening, it's the waves. They go up and down, and we have to learn how to navigate them. So perfectionism is the tendency to set high standards for oneself and strive for flawlessness in all your endeavors. So we are saying that it is good to have high standards. It's a good thing, but perfectionism can lead to excessive self-criticism and negative self-talk, causing stress, anxiety, and even depression. So it's good to always want to be the best or to do the best, but don't hold yourself a prisoner to this perfect. And sometimes the things that we think are not perfect turn out to be the most beautiful things. Look at the broken mirror on screen. If you want to look at it as an artwork, you look at it from a different perspective. Or sometimes if you just decide, imagine that you decided to put a beautiful flower in the middle, in that hole there, it would look like a beautiful table or something. And so you have to find a way of pursuing good things, high standard things, but not become excessive to lead you to self-criticism and negative self-talk, to say, oh, I am not good enough. Why was I even thinking that I could do this thing? What, how, it's normal. I should have known better, and all of that. So when you are a perfectionist and you are a recovering perfectionist like I am embracing the learning process. So instead of focusing solely on the end result, I try to enjoy the learning process. I recognize that making mistakes is a natural part of learning and growth, and that each mistake can be an opportunity for improvement. And that helps me to set realistic goals and celebrate progress along the way, rather than fixing my mind on the end goal and seeing that, oh no, I have not succeeded, I have not done this, and I have not been able to do like others. No, I am embracing the learning process, and I am thankful and celebrating my little wins, because I know that all those little wins are what is going to add up to give me the big win. I am letting go of perfectionism by practicing self-compassion, because perfectionism is out of the ordinary. It's only for the gods. And who are we? Humans. And we all have flaws, and it's okay to make mistakes. We all have flaws. It is okay to make mistakes. I'm so proud of you, the experience with Sati and all the gardeners in the house. You are doing us proud. So we are always coming back to self-compassion, because when you treat yourself with kindness, understanding, and forgiveness, just like you would treat your friend, you recognize that everyone makes mistakes, and that imperfection is a natural part of human growth. So those are some of the things. When you realize some of these things, I'm telling you, you no longer stress yourself, and you no longer like you no longer stress yourself, you no longer feel that you are not worthy and that you cannot accomplish good things, or that you are less of a person, or that you don't bring value. You are all, like we said, or my coach says, everyone has Michael Jordan level talent at something. What does that mean? It means there's that one thing that you do so well, so perfectly. But that also means there are certain things that you suck at. There are certain things that you suck at. And it is okay. You cannot be 100% in everything. No, it's only God who is almighty and omnipotent. But He gives each of us one gift, and it is our responsibility to identify that one gift, or two gifts, or three gifts. It is our responsibility to identify them and serve humanity accordingly. Yes, you see, J3 says, stick a white rose in the crack of the window. In the cracks will accentuate the flower. Absolutely. I'm telling you, when I saw this image and I was like, yeah, somebody would say it's a broken mirror. We have to throw it. But somebody can find a way of making it more useful, more beautiful, more colorful. There are so many things that we can do with this crack to make it more beautiful. The only thing is be careful not to get cut by the edges. Don't be get cut, but find beauty, find empathy, find compassion with yourself. Recognize that everyone makes mistakes. Recognize that you cannot be good at everything. Recognize that it is okay to ask for help. Accept the way you are. Accept you as you are. Everything about you, and get back your power, because it is so powerful when you accept who you are, when you accept you for who you are, without judging yourself, without criticizing yourself. You accept who you are because you know that there is always room for progress, and that you are a work in progress. You are not the finished product. When if you look at the thumbnail to this live stream, I put those diamonds there not for nothing. The diamonds there are just a symbol to show you that we are a work in progress. I come from Cameroon and we have a lot of diamonds. And when those children, because they like, unfortunately for colonialism, we have children that child labor issues. They carry children to go and dig for those stones. When those children dig deep to find those stones, when they bring the stones, they are just stones like that. But what happens? They take them to work on them. The diamond that they find, the stone, is just a stone. But what happens? The more they hit on them, the more they work on them, the more pressure they put on those diamonds, the more beautiful they become. So the diamonds on the thumbnail are a symbol of how pressure can produce beauty. Absolutely. It takes years of pressure to produce a beautiful diamond. Absolutely, Yankee sister. And that's why I put those diamonds there as a symbol that pressure brings beauty. So take your time, accept yourself, give yourself the self compassion, embrace your imperfections, but look for ways to improve. That is the bottom line. You are not just accepting yourself, but you are accepting because you want to find how well you can do to improve. Who do I need to help me to improve or to get to where I want to get? So you are accepting because you want to find the most easy way, not the easy way. You want to find the best way to help you to become better. And when you, like they say, when you embrace the learning process and practice self compassion, you can let go of perfectionism and celebrate your wins, no matter how small. One of the things that we don't do, we hardly celebrate our wins because we are waiting for that big thing to happen. And then we are like, I will tell you, I am so proud of myself. I am celebrating. This live stream is going to be the number 200 video that will be uploaded on my channel. So I am 200 videos up. Who knew that I could upload 200 videos on YouTube? I am so proud of myself. Mary, I celebrate you. You are worthy and you are growing. You are learning. You are a work in progress and you are becoming. Don't mind me. I am like that. I learned how to thank you so much. I had to learn how to celebrate my little wins or to celebrate myself at all because we are all learning. And learning, like they say, every day is a new lesson. Every day is a new lesson. Thank you, everyone. I am so proud. And it's because of all of you, this amazing community, that I am able to show up and that I'm able to grow and learn and grow because I know that I have a community of amazing people who are helping to build each other up. So, another way of practicing, let's not digress a lot. Don't mind me. Another way of practicing self acceptance is focus on your strengths. Instead of dwelling on your weaknesses, focus on your strengths. Celebrate your accomplishments, no matter how small, and recognize the unique qualities that make you who you are. So you are not focusing because most often we focus on our weaknesses and we forget how strong we are in so many other areas. Yours truly, you can't imagine how strong you are, how amazing you are, how an accomplisher you are. Just try yourself and make a list of all the things that you have been able to accomplish. I am telling you, you will be greatly surprised at how long your list is. Just take it, just make it like a joke. Take a piece of paper. I like writing. Take your piece of paper. I like writing because, like I always share with you, it's like a therapy. When you are writing, no amount of, like, using the computer emoticons can express the kind of feeling and satisfaction that you have. Try writing your strengths and the things that you have accomplished. I'm telling you, you will be so amazed at, even, let me not even say things you have accomplished in your lifetime, things you have accomplished in the past 3 months or in the past month or in the past 1 week. Just think about it. You will realize how many things you have been able to accomplish, and you will realize that you are a winner and that you bring value. The thing is, we don't focus on our strengths. We are focusing on, oh, I suck at this, I can't do this, I'm not as good as this person. Meanwhile, we are going to be so amazed if we want to be counting our accomplishments. Absolutely, Yankee sister. There is no problem. Thank you. But her link is pinned in the chat above. Her link is pinned, and we are together. We are in a community of people who are building each other up. So instead of focusing on dwelling on our weaknesses, we say that we identify our weaknesses so that we are informed on what we need help in and where we can look for the help. So identify your weaknesses and ask for help. It is okay to ask for help, but celebrate your strengths. Always think about, each time you feel like a failure, bring back your mind, because you have to always bring back your mind. Wire your brain to see strength, possibility, winning, success. So every time you feel like you are a failure, find the pen and the paper and write down the things that you have accomplished. And I'm telling you, you will be mind blown. you will be mind blown. Absolutely, Miss V. Amazing what you can do when you get out of your own head. Absolutely. Try it and you will tell me. So, celebrate your accomplishments. Surround yourself with positivity. Surround yourself with people who uplift and support you. And I am so blessed and so proud to be part of this community. Thank you all so much. You are all loved, appreciated, and celebrated. Ours is a community of people building each other up. So we are in the business of collecting good people. So surround yourself with positivity, avoid negative self-talk, toxic relationships, and that drain your energy. You can avoid all of those things. You can weed them. You can decide to audit all the energy vampires. Like my coach will call them energy vampires. Like, every coach has a coach. I have my coach. I have so many coaches. My tech coach, Laquita Marie of Blind Guy, I thank you for helping me. I have my confidence coach, Zan the Man. I have my business coach, marketing coach, Boss Life Online. I have all of you. So I am so proud of all the people who are coaching and who are helping me to grow. So I have decided to accept myself and I have surrounded myself with positivity. Practice self-care. We can't say that enough. Take care of your physical and emotional well-being. Get enough rest, exercise, nourishing food. That's engage in activities. Even engage in your community. Engage in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment, and take time to relax and recharge. Me time is always so necessary, and we can do it. I am so blessed because we are in a community of people who are building each other and who are helping each other. And I can't thank you enough because there are so many of us in this community who have grown because of the encouragement and the support that we have. And I want to really encourage anybody who is challenged, because in this community, you always have people who are ready to help. I'm telling you, you don't need any money. They will help you. Just ask. Don't fear, because sometimes we fear that, oh no, it's going to, because in this community, people are there ready to help you. They are not going to charge you anything. Just ask. Remember in the Bible, ask and you will receive. Knock and the door will be open. Seek and you shall find. They will not know whether you need help, but ask and you will have help. I'm so blessed to have all of you to be part of this community. And I'm going to give us a dance. We're going to have our dance. So this is for all of us, and for to thank you for everything. I really can't even thank you enough, because I, like they say, when you are faith-based, God will always take you to the right community. And I'm so blessed to be part of this community. And I can tell you, this community is one of the best in these whitey streets. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all of you. It is always an honor to share and to learn from each other. And it's not like we are saying that it is going to be easy. We are saying that it is a journey that takes time and effort to cultivate, but we have to be patient with ourselves and celebrate each progress along the way. Self acceptance can be a big challenge, but we can all start by practicing self-love and choose positive self-talk, set boundaries, be kind to yourself. I am so blessed. Believe in yourself. You deserve a a lot more than what you think. Thank you so much. I don't know if Karel is already there or if we have to continue. Can somebody tell me if Karel is already there, please? But we are always set here to talk about ourselves and to talk about how we can grow and how we can build ourselves. Like I said, imagine for the new gardeners, imagine the plants that you planted, the seeds that you sowed, the nurturing, mulching, pruning, and all of that, and they were growing and flourishing. Imagine that you were doing that to your own life, that you were doing that to your own self, and just see how it is possible. Okay, okay, that's fine. That's fine. We can keep going and going. You know, we are in the business of building each other up. We are in the business of building ourselves. And like we always in this channel, you are resilient champions. Because why? Because we all have a track record of all the amazing things that we have been able to accomplish or overcome. And we understand that we are a work in progress and that there's always room for improvement. It took me a long time to understand that, but once I understood it, life became so much easier. I'm telling you, sometimes you think that something is so beyond accomplishing, and most of the time we see all those famous people and we think that it is only reserved for a category of people. We can all be famous in something. I'm telling you, I come from like April and Jay will understand. In Africa, sometimes some people are just so famous by cooking the local food. Everybody cooks the same food there, but there are some people that when they cook it, they have this particular touch in it that everybody goes there to eat. In Africa, people are famous just because they can play the drum or that they can sing well during, like for us, we sing and dance during childbirth, during funerals, for everything we express ourselves in song and dance. And I'm telling you, there are some community members who are so famous in dancing or just beating the drum or playing the flute. So you can be famous in every gift that God has given you. So it's not only looking up and saying, I can't be famous like Michael Jordan, I can't be famous like I don't know who else, but you can be famous in your craft, in your art. I'm going to tell you some story that really I'm like the bishop of my archdiocese back home. He was just this little boy who used to go to mass and serve mass every morning. His family did not have a lot of money, but we had these expatriate reverend sisters that came from Holland. So this guy used to just go and serve mass every morning. And then when he finished, I don't know what you call elementary school, his parents did not have money to send him to college. So he went to the south to look for work in the plantations. But because he was so diligent serving mass, okay. So because he was so diligent in serving the mass, this reverend sister noticed that he was no longer coming to church. And then she went to look for him and asked, where is this little boy who used to come? And they said, oh, he went to look for work in the plantations. And what? He said, no. he has to go to college. They said they didn't have money. And he said, no, I have this group of women back home in Holland who are looking for children to adopt and sponsor. And you know what the lady was doing? She was crocheting and making, how do they call bufanda in English? For making hats and gloves for the cold, just crocheting, knitting like you guys are knitting, like the crafts people are doing. So this lady was crocheting, knitting, selling, and sending the money to sponsor this little boy. And the boy became sponsored to, he became a reverend priest, and he became a bishop. And like more than 30 years of this lady sponsoring him, when he became a bishop and he was going to Rome, he decided to go to Holland to look for this lady. I'm telling you, when the lady, when he got to that village, a small village in Holland, the lady called everybody to come out, come and see my son, who is a bishop. And just to tell you that the little things that we do, we don't know how far reaching they can take us. Just because he was going and serving mass, he was noticed, he got sponsored. And if they had not sponsored him, he would have remained in that plantation. He would have never had the opportunity to become a bishop. And he is a great, great, great bishop. So you see, thank you, Experience Africans. Thank you so much. So I'm sharing this story to tell you that, hey, Queen, I'm sharing this story to tell you that no matter what little thing you know how to do it well, because you can be famous in so many ways that you don't imagine. Thank you so much for all the people in the bushes who are still supporting, who are liking and sharing. You are greatly appreciated. So I just told this little story to tell you that when you know that you are worthy of being a great person, you don't need to see it already, or you don't need to think that it is reserved. Everybody can be a great person. You just need to look for your gift and do it well. Look for your gift and do it well. And the easiest way to know your gift, accept you the way you are. Believe in yourself. Accept you the way you are. And then look for ways to improve the things about you that you think can be improved. Because there are some things about you that you cannot improve. For instance, I am black. There's no way if I want to become a blonde, that is not something I can embark on, because that is a futile journey. I can't become a blonde. So I am black. I accept being black. I am black and proud. What are the things about me that I can learn and improve? Like I said, I came to YouTube. I didn't even know. Even till today, I can tell you that I don't do the editing. My little niece helps to do. If you see anything that is edited on my channel, it's my little niece that has done it. But I am willing to learn and to grow. And I can tell you that between this number 200 video that we are doing today and the first video that I did in that April day in 2022, there is a big, big difference. There is a big, big difference. Just because why I was ready to learn and grow. And I understood the principle that everyone has flaws, but we can all learn new things. And that even the things that we cannot learn, if we need them, we can ask for help. You source them out. And I'm telling you, in this community, you don't need money. I am still saying it. You don't need money in this community to do the things that you want to do. Just ask for help. You will find someone in the community who is going to selflessly help you. I'm telling you, ask in this community, throw it in the chat, somebody will answer you, because we have an amazing community of people building each other up. Put it in the chat there. I always say that, no, I am tech challenged. Someone came out to help me. So anything that you are challenged with, or that you think is a weakness for you, and that you need for your business to grow or to grow like a person, please ask for help. It is okay to ask for help. It is a sign of power. You are powerful enough to accept that you can't do everything, and that you are not perfect, and that you can't know everything, and that you can ask for help. So asking for help is a sign of power. It shows how powerful you are, knowing who you are, accepting who you are, asking for help for the things that you need help with. So we have been wired to think that when you ask for help, it means you are weak or whatever. It is not a sign of weakness. Asking for help is the true sign of power. It takes a lot for somebody to accept their flaws, to accept that I don't know how to do this thing, I can ask for help. It takes a lot for somebody to accept. I'm telling you, it takes so much for somebody to accept that I can't do this thing, I need help. It took me a lot of time to know how to ask for help. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Please, her link is pinned above, so we can move there to support her. Thank you so much. And I am so grateful for all your time, for all your support, and for everything that you do in the community. Please learn to ask for help. We are in the community of people who are building each other up, and so ask and you shall receive. Thank you all so much. I want to thank our community for always being there for us. Look at Karen. I can tell you that a number of community members went and everything is fixed. So we are going to have an amazing day. Thank you so much. I am so blessed. Thank you, April. Thank you, everybody. I don't want to call everybody by name because I will miss a lot of people. I am so grateful. It is always an honor to serve. Thank you.